Hello student, good morning. Today we are learning the 10th chapter disaster management. It is a 10th chapter. In this disaster management topics to be covered in this lesson, disaster. First one is a disaster. Second one is a types of disaster. Types of disaster. Next, third one is a effect of disaster. Effect of disaster. Next, it is a effect impact of disaster. Effect or impact of disaster. Next, we have to see it is a disaster management. Disaster management. Next, we have to see the natural or nature and extent of disaster. The nature and extent of disaster. Next, we have to see the first aid and the emergency action. Aid and emergency action. Emergency action. Next, we have to see the mock drill. These all we have to learn in this lesson. What said? First one is a disaster. We have to see the number of calamities we have to see in our area. In our India. Frequently getting the flood and cyclone. Next, we have to see the number of these earthquake, cyclone, forest fire. Number of disaster we are getting. We are getting this like disaster. We are saying this lesson is a very easy, but it is a very hard this lesson. We have to learn these lessons. It is a very important disaster management. And here, disaster is there. What type of disaster is there? It is a types of disaster also is there. Different types of disaster. It is occurring in our area. Effect of disasters. Disaster is mostly affecting in our area. We have to see in last month in Hyderabad is a flood. It is a totally so many areas is a immerse in water. Because of this like effect of the disaster also mostly effect is there. Effect or infect of disasters. Next, disaster management. How can they manage the nature and extent of disaster? Next, first aid and emergency action. We have to take the emergency action also. Next, mock drill. These topics we are learning in this lesson. Next, we have to go to the first. What is disaster? What is disaster? ओके, डिजास्टर मैनेजमेंट क्या होता है फिर ये डिजास्टर, कैसा होता है, क्यों आता है डिजास्टर? सी वी ऑलरेडी लर्न so many topics in 7th standard and see cyclones, earthquake, tsunami, see we already learn, but in this lesson we have to learn. So it is a first, it is a disaster, is a earthquake. Earthquake is a second, so it is a flood also is a occurring frequently. Floods, see it is a Mumbai, next Hyderabad, Chennai. See, next we have to see the coastal regions of the Andhra, coastal region of the Maharashtra, Odisha. See here Kerala, Tamil Nadu, Karnataka. See frequently affecting the, see these state flood also. Okay, cyclones. Cyclones also affecting so many states. Cyclones also is a getting frequently in coastal region of the Andhra, Tamil Nadu. See next we have to see the forest fire. Forest fire. See if forest fire, so it is so many loss of the plants, animals. See this like forest fire also is there. Next we have to see the famine, flood. See this like number of disaster is occurring in our area. See next we have to see the here what is the definition of the disaster. What is the definition of the disaster? See we have to see the disaster. See what is the definition? The sudden event that lead, a sudden event that lead to huge loss, of life and property. See loss of life and property. See huge loss of the life and property. सडनली आता है, बता के आता है क्या? नहीं. See event, suddenly event lead to the huge loss of life and property. देखो लॉस हो जाता है, क्या होता है? लाइफ है, प्रॉपर्टी भी लॉस हो जाती है. ये सडन इवेंट है. सडनली अर्थक्वेक इज कमिंग टू द सडनली. सी फ्लड, साइक्लोन, फॉरेस्ट फायर. सी ये सडनली आके क्या होता है? अपना लाइफ और प्रॉपर्टी डैमेज हो जाता है. सी दिस लाइक definition of the disaster. Okay, next we have to see the ये किसके ऊपर इम्पैक्ट होता है? पॉलिटिकली इम्पैक्ट हो जाता है, जियोग्राफिकली इम्पैक्ट हो जाता है. See geographically also changes because see we have to see the this disaster is a long term disaster is there and short term disaster also. What is long term disaster? What is long term effect is there? See it is a this disaster is a affecting is a two types. One is a long term effect, another one is a short term effect. Okay, we have to write long term effect, long term effect. Next we have to see the short term effect. See long term and short term. What is long term? What is short term effect? See we have to Okay, long term effect and short term effect. What is long term? See, we have to see the rising of sea level water. See, if rising of sea level water, what will happen? So many towns, villages will be immersed. See, डूब जाते हैं. कई cities, कई towns डूब जाते हैं. ये लॉन्ग टर्म इफेक्ट है. सी ए साल फ्लड आ गया है, नेक्स्ट साल भी आ गया है और आ गया है. ऐसे बार बार लॉन्ग टर्म इफेक्ट करने से क्या होता है? दैट एरिया विल बी टोटली इमर्ज्ड इन वाटर. सी वी आर कॉलिंग द लॉन्ग टर्म इफेक्ट. It is a long term effect is a getting in some areas. In some areas. Next, short term effect also is there. Short term effect. Here, short term effect is a earthquake. It is suddenly coming. It is a short term effect we are getting. See, this is a two types of effects in our area. Next, we have to see the disaster and types is there. See, disaster and their types. We have to learn now. Okay, disaster and their types. See, basically this disaster is in two types. Two types. What are they? One is a natural disaster, another one is a man-made disaster. See, one is a natural disaster, another one is a man-made disaster. Man-made disaster. So here, natural disaster is the man-made disaster. What is natural disaster? It is occurring the naturally. We are calling the natural disaster. It is a flood. Flood is a natural disaster. Cyclone. See, it is also natural disaster. Earthquake. Earthquake. See, these are some examples of the natural disaster. Next, man-made disaster. What is man-made disaster? See, bomb blast. Bomb blast. See, this is a man-made disaster. Man-made disaster. See, this like disasters is there. See, here, next we have to learn the types of disorders. See, types of diseases. Sorry. Types of disaster. It is a basically two types. Again, say here types is there. We have to learn. What is? It is a types of disaster is a two types is there. See, sorry. Here is a three types disaster is there. Types of disaster. Right here. See, three types. What are they? First is a geophysical disaster. Geophysical disaster. Okay. Next we have to see the biological disaster. Next, it is a man-made disaster. Man-made Man-made disaster. Okay. See, first one is a geophysical disaster, biological disaster, and man-made disaster. See, geophysical. What is geophysical? See, our geography, geological. Okay, in our, see, it is a geophysical disaster, again divided into two types. One is a atmospheric disaster, another one is a geological disaster. See, this is also again is a two types. One is a, what is atmospheric, another one is a geological. What is atmospheric disaster? See, it is a changes in atmosphere. Changes in atmosphere. We are calling the atmospheric disorders. Disorders. Next, disasters. First one is a cyclone. See, example we have to write the cyclone is there in atmospheric changes. Next we have to see the hailstone. See, we already solidification of the, here is a solidification. ऐसे जो स्टोन के जैसे ऊपर से गिरते हैं हेलस्टोन, स्पेशली ये समर में होता है हेलस्टोन, से हेलस्टॉर्म और हेलस्टोन. Next we have to see the flood and drought also. Floods, droughts also. See, these are the atmospheric changes, disaster. If atmosphere changes, see, it will be getting this like this disasters. Okay, cyclone, hailstorm, flood, drought. Next, geological disasters. जो अर्थ के लेयर में जो चेंजेस होते हैं वो क्या है, जियोलॉजिकल डिजास्टर्स. देखो here examples is a, what is volcanoes. So it is a type of disaster, suddenly आ जाते हैं. Next earthquake. Next we have to see the landfall होता है, देखो. Okay, see this like volcanoes, earthquake, landfall. See, these are a geological disaster. ओके, इसके बारे में अपन और डिटेल लर्न करना है. नेक्स्ट, बायोलॉजिकल डिजास्टर. सी, बायोलॉजिकल डिजास्टर इज ए टू टाइप्स इज देयर. ओके, वन इज ए प्लांट्स, अनदर वन इज ए एनिमल्स. ओके, सी दीज आर आल्सो डिजास्टर. प्लांट, इट्स ए फॉरेस्ट फायर. सी, फॉरेस्ट फायर होने से क्या होता है, बहुत सारे प्लांट्स क्या होते हैं, क्रैश करके जल जाना. सी, बहुत सारे एनिमल्स आल्सो लॉस हो जाता है. सी, दिस इज ए फॉरेस्ट फायर. नेक्स्ट, फंगल डिसीजेस. फंगल की जो डिसीज आते हैं वो फंगल डिसीजेस है। नेक्स्ट वीड्स, वीड्स ग्रो होते हैं। देखो अपने एरिया में भी बहुत सारे जो सी फॉर एग्जाम्पल परकोलेशन टैंक, तड़ा तड़ा बोलते हैं ना, उसके अंदर जो अपन जो वेस्ट मटेरियल डालना है वो फिल होना है, उसके ऊपर क्या होते हैं, वीड्स ग्रो होते हैं। ग्रीन पैचेस विल बी ग्रो ऑन द सरफेस ऑफ द वाटर। See this like weeds also, it is a biological disaster. Biological disaster. Next we have to see the animal disaster. Infections आ जाते हैं, वायरल, बैक्टीरियल, मलेरिया, प्लेग, फंगल डिसीजेस और ऐसे डिसीजेस, स्नेक बाइट्स। सी अब देखो कोरोना वायरस, say COVID-19, see this like number of loss of their life. See this like totally is a disaster management, man-made disaster. See war होना है, see फर्स्ट वर्ल्ड वॉर, सेकंड वर्ल्ड वॉर, ऐसे वार्स होना है दो देशों में, see टू कंट्रीज। नेक्स्ट बॉम्ब ब्लास्ट होना है, टेररिज्म, ये सभी मैन-मेड डिजास्टर है। Say ऐसे ये सभी, see these all, see we have to learn in next session in detail about this lesson.